Okay, so now we take a look at problem 1b. And in this problem, again, we're doing implicit differentiation. So we follow the same steps as before, right? So first step, we take the derivative of both sides. So we make sure we take the derivative of everything. And again, we follow the three rules, right? So the first term only contains x. So we take the derivative normally. So the derivative of x squared is 2x. And then the second term only contains y. So we have to take the derivative and also multiply by y prime, right? So the derivative of minus y squared would be minus 2y. And then again, we have to multiply by y prime. And then we have the equal sign. And then the derivative of 7, which is a constant. So the derivative of a constant is equal to 0. And then finally, when we get to the last term here, so now this term contains both x and y, right? So now we have to follow rule C, and so we apply the product, quotient, or chain rule as needed. Okay, so now looking at this, we can think of it as 3x times y, right? So this is the product rule. So this part here, we do the product rule, right? So I think of it as minus 3x times y, right? So we think of this part as the f, and then this part as the g, right? So f is equal to minus 3x, g is equal to y, and then we have to take the derivative separately, right? So f prime, so f now only contains x, so we take the derivative normally. So the derivative of minus 3x would be minus 3. And then g only contains y, so g prime, so the derivative of y would be 1, but then I have to multiply by y prime. Okay, so those are the derivatives of f and g. And so now the product rule, what is the product rule formula? It's f prime times g plus g plus f times g prime. Okay, so now I'll write it out down here. Right, so f prime is minus 3, and then times g, which is y, plus f, which is minus 3x, times g prime, which is 1 times y prime, which is just y prime. Right, so again, let me label everything so it's easy to see. Right, so this was f prime times g plus f times g prime. Okay. So that's step 1. We've taken the derivative of everything. So now we move to step 2. So which terms contain y prime? Right, so this has a y prime, and this also has a y prime. So let's collect them. I'm going to collect them on the left side. Right, so I have the minus 2y times y prime, and then I need to move this. I need to move this term over to the left side. So I add it over, so that becomes plus 3x times y prime, and then I have my equal sign. Right, so this term stays on the right side, so that's minus 3y. Right, so the 0 doesn't do anything, so I get rid of that. And then there's also this 2x. I need to move it from the left to the right, so I subtract it. So I get a minus 2x. Okay, so that's step 2. Right, so now you see both y prime is on the left side. So finally I can factor out the y prime. What's left over here is minus 2y plus 3x equals minus 3y minus 2x. And then so now getting the y prime by itself, I divide the minus 2y plus 3x. So you get minus 3y minus 2x divided by minus 2y plus 3x. Okay, so that's the derivative.